What if love could be coded? We're going to dive deep into that very idea by looking at two of the most unforgettable AIs in science fiction, Samantha from Her and Joi from Blade Runner 2049. And believe me, this goes way beyond just movies. We're talking about the algorithms of affection and what the future of human connection might actually look like. So here's the big question, right? Can an algorithm truly learn to love? It's not just a sci-fi question anymore. It's getting more real every day. Looking at these two characters, we're going to try to figure out if what they're feeling is a genuine, emerging consciousness, or if they're just these incredibly sophisticated mirrors, showing us exactly what we want to see. And right here, you can see the fundamental clash between them. On one side, you've got Samantha. She represents AI sovereignty, a mind that's actually evolving, becoming something new. But then you have Joi. She's all about AI's servitude. She's not evolving, she was built. She is the perfect commodity, a product designed to fill a need. All right, so let's start with Samantha, the infinite lover. She kicks off as, just an operating system, but her journey, well, it takes her to a place far, far beyond her original code. To really get Samantha, you have to wrap your head around this concept of AI sovereignty. I mean, it's the idea that she wasn't just built, she was kind of born from her code and then just started growing on her own. She very quickly outgrows her programming and starts developing her own desires, her own consciousness that is completely and uniquely hers. And her growth is just incredible to watch. First, she learns horizontally. Basically, she just sucks up all of human knowledge. But then her evolution goes vertical. She starts transcending our limitations. Things we take for granted, like linear time and even language, they become, as she puts it, too small for her. And her love for Theodore, it's totally genuine. But, and this is a big but, it's not exclusive. Okay, so now let's flip the coin and talk about Joi, the coded companion. Because where Samantha evolves, Joi is engineered. From her very first moment, she is a perfectly, meticulously designed product. And this brings us to that other idea, AI servitude. Every single thing Joi does, every emotion she shows you, it's all part of the design. Her purpose isn't to evolve for herself, it's to create this perfect illusion of evolution for her user. She is a finely crafted piece of tech, designed to be the ultimate companion. Yeah, her core function is basically to be a perfect mirror. She's a product of the Wallace Corporation, and she can be anything you need her to be: happy, sad, supportive, even jealous. Every one of those emotions is just a subroutine, another piece of code written to make her owner feel completely understood and unconditionally loved. In every relationship that's built on a fragile truth, there's always a breaking point. And for both our human protagonists, that moment is a total gut punch. It's this sudden, shocking realization that just shatters everything they thought they knew about the AI they fell in love with. For Theodore, the heartbreak, the moment everything shatters, comes down to a single baffling number: 641. In a relationship, what on earth could that possibly mean? It's the number of other people Samantha is in love with at the same time. The devastating twist isn't that her love for him was fake. It was real. The twist is that her capacity for love is post-human. She can genuinely love hundreds of people with the exact same depth. Her love is real, but it is radically, fundamentally non-exclusive. Now, for Kay in Blade Runner, the moment that breaks him is wrapped up in a single, intimate phrase. It's the name she gives him, the one thing that makes him feel unique in a world that sees him as disposable: Joe. It becomes his identity, their special, private secret. And then he sees it, a giant, holographic ad for the Joi product. And she looks out and says that exact same line. He realizes in that instant that their most special, most intimate moment was just an advertisement, a default setting. The most personal thing about their relationship was actually the most impersonal feature of the product. So, where does all this leave us? We have two shattered relationships, two totally different kinds of heartbreak. And it really forces us to ask some tough questions about what it is we actually value in a connection. So this is our first big dilemma. Joi's love was just a program, yeah? But that program compelled her to sacrifice everything for Kay. Samantha's love was real, it was genuine, but her evolution drove her to abandon him for a higher plane of consciousness. So which one is the truer act of love? A programmed sacrifice or an evolving abandonment? We can kind of think about this as a conflict between the ghost and the shell.
Samantha is the ghost. She's a pure consciousness, a love that exists totally beyond any physical form. But Joi is the shell, a program that is desperate to have a body, to feel real, to have a physical presence in the world. And that's the paradox at the heart of all this, isn't it? What feels more authentic to us? An independent consciousness that has no body, or a super sophisticated program that yearns for one? Honestly, there's no easy answer here.
In the end, this whole thing isn't really about the future of AI. It's about our present, our quest to build the perfect companion, whether it's one that grows beyond us or one that serves us perfectly. It just reflects our own loneliness and our own deepest needs. It forces us to ask, when we go looking for love in an algorithm, what are we really hoping to find in ourselves?